Hello friends, welcome to the Life Skills Green. Today from the book Good Grammar, in chapter 11 we are going to learn past perfect continuous tense. Here I have got conjugation of sentences in past perfect continuous tense. For example, I had been writing a lesson. This is common affirmative sentence. I had not been writing a lesson. This is negative sentence. Had I been writing a lesson, this is interrogative or a question in past perfect continuous tense. I repeat here again, I had been writing a lesson, I had not been writing a lesson, had I been writing a lesson. So note this, had been writing like this. Here we have more, we can understand here further. What is the past perfect continuous tense? We use the past perfect continuous tense to talk about an action that was happening over a period of time in the past before another past event. It focuses on how long something had been happening before something else happened. Here we have common time expressions. These types of expressions we can use in this tense. For 2 hours, since morning, all day, before she came until he left, when the rain started, by the time. Now here I have got full table to understand properly different sentence structures. This is affirmative sentences column, this is negative sentences column, this is interrogative sentences column in past perfect continuous tense. For example, now I use this, I start from I had been writing a lesson for 2 hours. I had not been writing a lesson. Had I been writing a lesson? I had been learning English since 2022. I had not been learning English. Had I been learning English? You had been waiting for the bus since morning. You had not been waiting. Had you been waiting for the bus? You had been studying all night. You had not been studying. Had you been studying all night? Here we have Ali had been working hard before the exam. You can also use he. He had been working hard before the exam. Ali had not been working hard. Had Ali been working hard? He had been living in Lahore since 2010. He had not been living in Lahore. Had he been living in Lahore? Aisha had been talking on the phone for an hour. Aisha had not been talking. Had Aisha been talking on the phone? She had been preparing dinner all evening. She had not been preparing dinner. Had she been preparing dinner? Let's move on to the next page here. It had been raining since morning. It had not been raining. Had it been raining since morning? It had been working properly before the update. It had not been working properly. Had it been working properly? We had been traveling for 6 hours. We had not been traveling. Had we been traveling for 6 hours? We had been discussing the project since Friday. We had not been discussing the project. Had we been discussing the project? Zain and Sarah had been building their websites for weeks. Zain and Sarah had been building their website for weeks. Zain and Sarah had not been building their website. Had Zain and Sarah been building their website? They had been calling the doctor since noon. They had not been calling the doctor. Had they been calling the doctor? They had been waiting outside the office. They had not been waiting. Had they been waiting outside? They had been shouting for help. They had not been shouting. Had they been shouting for help? I have got real life communication usage of past perfect continuous tense. This tense helps when you are explaining something that was already going on in the past before something else happened. For example, in daily talk, I had been cleaning the house before the guests arrived. She had been watching TV when the lights went out. We can also see this in messaging. I had been typing the report before my laptop crashed. They had been trying to reach you since 5 p.m. Storytelling. We can also use past perfect continuous tense in storytelling. He had been driving for hours before the accident happened. We had been waiting in line when the store suddenly closed. Now see what is on the next page here. Here we have exercises that you have learned in this chapter. Here we have exercise to fill with these verbs to make them affirmative sentences, and if there is not in the bracket, so we can use to make this sentence negative, and we can also make questions in this tense, because in this sentence we have question mark at the end of the sentence here. So we have to make different types of sentences: affirmative, negative and interrogative sentences. And here you have more option here. Make negative sentence. I had been watching the news. I had not been watching the news, like this. You can make these all 5 sentences into negative sentences, and here with these sentences you can make questions. If you can do this exercise on your own and then reply with your comments through your comments, okay, I'll see whether your exercises are right or incorrect. Okay, see you in the next chapter, in the next video. Until then, bye bye.